Hello, and welcome to another great season of Pelicans baseball. Today is orientation. So first, let's get a little introduction on who exactly the Pelicans are. But we're going to kind of fly through that if that's okay with you guys. The Myrtle Beach Pelicans were established in 1999. During the first 12 seasons, the Pelicans were affiliated with the Atlanta Braves. For the next 4 years, the Texas Rangers, and in 2014, the Class A Advance affiliated the Chicago Cubs. The Pelicans were co-champions of the Mills Cup Carolina League Championship Series in 1999 due to a weather-shortened series. The team won championships outright 3 times, 2000, 2015, and 2016, while advancing to the playoff series in 2002, 2008, 2011, 2012, 2013, and 2014. The player development contract between the Pelicans and the Chicago Cubs expresses that the Major League affiliate Cubs will supply the players, coaches, while the minor league affiliate Pelicans supply the faculty, uniforms, and specific equipment. The Pelicans do not participate in the signing or recruitment of baseball talent. All player development decisions are made exclusively by the Chicago Cubs. The Chicago Cubs farm systems are made up by the following levels: AAA, Iowa Cubs; AA, Tennessee Smokies; Class Advanced A, Myrtle Beach Pelicans, that's us; Class A, South Bend Cubs; Class A short season, Eugene Emeralds; and in rookie ball, the Arizona Cubs, Venezuela Cubs, and the Dominican Republic. The Pelicans are managed by the Greenberg Sports Group, which originated in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The Greenberg Sports Groups also manage the State College Spikes, the New York Penn League, the Class A short season affiliate for the St. Louis Cardinals, and the Frisco Rough Riders of the Texas League, the AA affiliate of the Texas Rangers. The chairman of the company is Chuck Greenberg. Our ballpark is named TicketReturn.com Field at Pelicans Ballpark. The stadium capacity is 65,999. The home dugout is located on the first base side. Our office hours are on Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. If you do come into the office, please make an appointment. Please do not just stop in. Box office hours on game days is Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to the end of the game, and Sunday, 12 p.m. to the end of the game. On non-game days, it's Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Pelican Pro Shop hours on game days are Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to the end of the game, and Sunday, 12 p.m. to the end of the game. On non-game days, it's Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Let's meet the Pelicans' full-time staff members. Chairman and Managing Partner, Chuck Greenberg. President and General Manager, Andy Milovich. For the ticket sales Manager, Justin Bennett. Box Office Manager, Shannon Semenka. Community Partnership Manager, Gandy Henry. Sports and Tourism Manager, Todd Chapman. And Corporate Marketing Manager, Ryan Canella. Corporate Marketing Manager, Zach Miller. Fulfillment and Activation Coordinator and on-field host, Hannah Eads. Sponsorship Sales, VP of Business Development, Ryan Moore. Senior Director of Business Development, Guy Schumann. Promotions and Community Relations, AGM and Senior Director of Community Development, Jen Borowski. And Senior Director of Marketing, Kristen Call. Our Merchandise Manager is Dan Bailey. Finance and Human Resources Administration, Senior Director of Finance, Ann Frost. Administrative Assistant, Beth Freitas. Communications, Media Relations Manager and Play-by-Play Broadcaster, Scott Kornberg. In-Game Entertainment Manager and Video Production Manager, Kyle Gertine. Ballpark Operations, Sports Turf Manager, Corey Russell. Assistant GM and Operations, Mike Snow. And our Director of Food and Beverage, Brad Leiniger.
Hey everyone, it's Brad with Food and Beverage Director for Myrtle Beach Pelicans. Welcome to orientation and the Myrtle Beach Pelicans team. Here at the ballpark, we run the food and beverage ourselves. So we are an in-house operation controlled by the Myrtle Beach Pelicans and Andy and myself. We have great food options here. We have a Clark and Addison grill, which serves a wide variety of Chicago fare. We have the concession stands, which we do all the major ballpark foods: hot dogs, hamburgers, chicken fingers, fries. And we also have a luxury suite level with 9 suites that can be rented out every day. We have menu options up there from macaroni and cheese, chicken and ribs, your fruit and cheese, and we also have our ballpark fare, hot dogs, hamburgers, which is the most popular. We also do all our picnics in-house. We have a great menu selection up there, and that is located up by the Clark and Addison Grill on the first base side. We do 1 hour prior to game time, and the picnics run for about 90 minutes. The menu includes hot dogs, hamburgers, baked chicken, beans, slaw, and the ever so popular all-you-can-eat cookies. We do some major promotions here on weekdays. Tuesday night is $2 craft beers from 6 to 8 throughout the ballpark. We do Wiener Wednesdays, where we have buy one, get one Hebrew National hot dogs. We have a regular hot dog that goes 2 for $3.25, or a jumbo dog, which is $4 for 2 of them. On Thursdays, we do dollar beers, a dollar Bud Light, Mick Ultra, throughout the ballpark from 6 to 8 is one of our most popular promotion. As far as concession stands, we ask that you respect the customer and you do not walk behind the stands during the event. At no time is anyone allowed to be in the back of the stand if you're not an employee of the concessions. We also ask that you do not take any food from the concession stands without paying for them. Anyone doing such activity could be grounds for termination. Thanks, guys, and if you have any questions throughout the season, don't hesitate to ask.
Hi everybody, Andy Milovich, President and GM of the Myrtle Beach Pelicans. Welcome back for another exciting season of Pelicans baseball. Report all guest complaints as quickly and as efficiently as possible to a front office staff member or to guest services. Always listen carefully before responding and never argue with a guest. Personal cell phone use for personal calls or text messaging during work hours can interfere with employee productivity and be a distraction for others, including the fans. Cell phones are not to be turned on during your shift without direct permission from your supervisor. Employees are therefore asked to make personal calls and text messages during their breaks. Pelicans baseball will not be liable for the loss or damage of personal cell phones brought into the workplace. Employees are not permitted in areas of the ballpark that are not accessible to the general public while not working. This includes game days and non-game days.
Other areas that employees are not allowed to loiter in include the player clubhouse and the grounds crew area.
When guests ask you questions, always give them friendly eye-to-eye contact. You should be familiar with all the ballpark amenities, policies, and procedures. If a guest asks you a question and you do not know the answer, refer them to guest services booth, located on the main concourse behind home plate. A guest can tell a lot about how you will treat them just by looking at you. A clean appearance and a positive body language helps promote a friendly feeling. Always stand with good posture and a gentle smile. Listen to guests with your eyes. Maintain direct eye contact, but do not stare. Be patient with guests while they ask you a question or voice a concern, and use clear, simple instructions when giving directions. Always wear your uniform and name badge correctly. It identifies you as an employee of the Pelicans baseball team. It is mandatory for it to be clean and neatly kept. Employees may wear hats as a part of the uniform, but it must be an official hat designated by Pelicans baseball. It's to be worn straight and forward-facing. You may not wear headgear that would promote another team, company, or organization while in uniform, unless part of a specific promotion for that evening. It is important that we take pride in the look of the ballpark. In order to maintain a high standard of cleanliness, please be constantly aware of your surroundings. During games, you are responsible for keeping the area around you clean and free of trash. If you see trash, please pick it up. Always greet each guest with whom you come in contact. It can be with a smile, a warm welcome or a hello, and an enjoy the game. Remember to tell fans thank you for attending today's game and to have a good evening. Remind them about upcoming games and promotions. Employees are strongly encouraged to become an active supporter of Pelicans baseball in their communities and should refer all ticket requests to any member of our ticket sales staff. You're part of the Pelicans family, and we enjoy you sharing that experience with others and inviting them to join us as well.
Hey everybody, it's Shannon here from the box office. Just gonna give you a little information about tickets, so let's get to it. Alright, let's start with advanced ticket sales. Fans can purchase tickets in advance to any Pelicans home game by visiting the Pelicans ticket office located at the main gate, or by calling 1-877-918-TIXX or 843-918-6000. You can also order your tickets online at myrtlebeachpelicans.com. Children admissions. Children 2 and under are not required to have a ticket and therefore will not receive a seat since seats are designated for paying patrons. It is assumed that children 2 and under will sit on a paying patron's lap.
If fans have strollers, they are not to be taken down into the seating area.
If it is desired for a child 2 and under to have an adult seat or the child wants to receive a promotional giveaway, then that child will need to purchase a ticket. Next is disabled access and seating. Disabled guests are best accommodated by the main gate, Gate 1, which is closest to the parking area. There are 55 handicap-accessible parking spots. Golf carts and drivers are available to help transport to and from cars based on availability. A wheelchair is available to help guests who may require assistance to their seats free of charge.
After a fan uses a wheelchair, please return all wheelchairs to the gates so that other guests may utilize them.
Handicapped seating is located in sections 102, 103, 105, 109, 111, 115, and 117, and then out in the third standing deck, 301, 302, and 303. Guests should make sure to request handicapped seats when purchasing tickets from the box office. The ballpark is completely ADA accessible. Entrance policy for season ticket holders. Season ticket holders may enter 15 minutes prior to the public gates opening at a marked season ticket holder gate at the main gate. Each person entering must have a valid season ticket holder card, and guests holding regular tickets must enter through public gates only. All valid tickets may enter 1 hour prior to game time unless otherwise posted. Rain checks. In the event that a game is postponed before it starts or fails to go at least 5 innings, unless the Pelicans are leading at the end of 4.5 innings, tickets become rain checks. This means they can be exchanged for a seat of equal or lesser value for any future Pelicans regular season home games based upon availability. Season tickets. Pelicans season memberships are available as well as a variety of other ticket packages. Season ticket members receive a VIP treatment and special benefits according to their plan. Will call. Tickets purchased in advance will be available for pickup at the will call office located on the first base side right next to the pro shop. Complimentary tickets. Employees will receive 8 complimentary ticket vouchers each month, which can be exchanged for a reserved box or grandstand reserved seating. This will be distributed by supervisors. Please do not go to the box office and ask for these. Just see your supervisor. All ticket vouchers exchanged will be honored on a first-come, first-served basis and based on availability. Tickets will be available after the first paycheck.
Corey Russell, Sports Turf Manager, and we're here to talk about the field regulations and rules. Only authorized personnel will be permitted on the field before, during, and after games. Any unauthorized person entering the field or the top of the dugouts will be removed from the ballpark and be subject to prosecution. Inclement weather. You can expect to experience inclement and dangerous weather. Assume we will always play and report to work as usual. Storms may move in quickly and cause for our fans to panic. We must all stay calm and continue to serve our fans. In the event the ballpark fans need to be moved under cover, that decision will be made by the general manager and myself, the sports turf manager. You will be given the directive to move fans in your sections to a safe area in the ballpark. This area is typically undercover in the concourse area. Employees should not call the office to check the status of a game if there is weather in the area. Assume we will always play the game and plan to be here for your scheduled work shift unless you are notified otherwise by your supervisor. Postpone games. Games may be postponed due to a threat of rain or severe weather. Games are only postponed due to weather when the playing field becomes too soggy for the game to continue. Fans can learn the status of a game by contacting the box office. Please do not speculate to fans about the status of whether a game will be played. The policy is that we will always expect to get the game in if at all possible.
Hey, I'm Beth Freitas, the administrative assistant here at the Myrtle Beach Pelicans. I have a few more things to tell you about the ballpark. Donation request. All donation requests should be made through the Myrtle Beach Pelicans website, myrtlebeachpelicans.com. Click on the Community tab and fill out the donation request form. Requests will not be accepted during games. Lost and found. Lost and found items are collected and turned into Pelicans Guest Services booth after each game. Lost items can be reported to the Pelicans Guest Services booth. Fans can check the status of lost and found items by calling the Pelicans front office. All found items must be turned into your supervisor immediately. Failure to do so may result in termination. Clocking in and out. This is very important. This is how you get paid. All employees must clock in and out at the time clock. The time clock is located just outside the door of the will call office in the main concourse next to Gate 3. You are not permitted to clock anyone else in or out, including family members. Individuals are not permitted to clock in early. Doing so may result in disciplinary action. Paychecks and direct deposit stubs. Direct deposit is strongly encouraged. Please see me in the front office to set this up if you have not done so. Employees may pick up paychecks at the front office on payday, which is Thursdays during regular office hours. Any checks not picked up by Friday at noon will be mailed to the address that we have on file. Please do not ask for your paycheck during your scheduled shift.
My name is Mike Snow. I am the Assistant General Manager over the operations. I take care of all the ballpark maintenance, ushers, ticket takers, parking lot personnel, cleaning personnel, security and EMS all report to me. Alcoholic beverages. All right, folks, the alcoholic beverages will be sold until the first pitch of the 8th inning. Fans who appear intoxicated will not be permitted to enter the ballpark. That's really important for our ticket takers and our bag check people to be aware of, and please let the police know or myself know, and we will take care of that. We do reserve the right to refuse alcoholic beverages at all times to anybody who appears intoxicated. Our ushers and security guards will monitor the seating sections for guests who appear to be intoxicated or obnoxious. South Carolina state law prohibits the sale of alcoholic beverages to minors. That's those who are under age 21. All fans should be expected to provide an ID when purchasing and upon request by stadium security staff, including ushers and police officers. If you notice anybody who appears to be under the age of 21 drinking, please let us know. Please let your supervisor know. Fans are encouraged to drink responsibly. Don't drink and drive. Guest services or myself or any member of our security staff can assist in calling a cab or an Uber for anybody who needs a ride home. Okay, lost children. A lost child is the most important thing that we do out here. We've only got one chance to get it right. If a child is lost, please get a good description of the child. Please try to calm the individual down. It's really important that we get the good description of a name, age, size, sex, clothing colors, and types of clothing as well, and where the child was last seen. That will take precedence over everything else that was going on. That information will all come to me. I will get on all 5 radio channels and disseminate that information. Please check your handbook, as some people have some responsibilities of where to go. Cleaning porters are responsible for the bathrooms. We've got some full-time staff which are responsible for a couple of the gates. No child is to left the ballpark until they have been spoken to. It's imperative that the child gets spoken with because folks will try to take kids into the bathroom and change their clothes. Most of the time, if we find a child who has been lost, they're either in the seating area or in a playground. Small children can also get lost in the crowd, so please be sure to walk your aisles. Once it has been confirmed by the person who has reported the child missing, and that's important that we get the child caught back up with the adult who reported them missing before we call an all clear. Sometimes, occasionally, you get individuals and we think we have the child, but we don't really. It's another child who's got a blue Pelican shirt on who has the same name, so we have to be sure that we've got it matched up. We also have what we call a silver alert. It happens for elderly people, and occasionally we use the same procedure if we have a lost special needs person as well. As far as theft, anytime you witness any type of criminal activity, whether it's robbery or anything else that you would think that is illegal, please let a police officer know, or myself, or another member of the front office. Occasionally we do have issues with Ruly fans. Given our demographic, it doesn't happen too often. But if it does happen, please notify myself, please notify an usher, please notify the police officers, and we will take control and take charge of that. Every situation is a little bit different. The Pelicans' code of conduct in general is people are yelling and hooting and hollering, that's okay. This is a sporting event. If they're yelling profanity, if they're being inappropriate, if they're making personal attacks, then that's something that we'll address at that time.
Hi, Guy Schumann with the Myrtle Beach Pelicans, Senior Director of Sponsorship. And right now what we'd like to do is talk to you about the rules for smoking here in the ballpark. Fans wishing to smoke are only permitted to do so by either stepping outside the ballpark and having their hand stamped, or by visiting the designated smoking sections located just inside Gate 4, marked off by a yellow line. Suite level patrons may smoke on the parking lot side walkway. Fans are not permitted to smoke in any other areas of the ballpark. And the Myrtle Beach Pelicans reserve the right to prohibit smoking anywhere on the property at any time. Smoking breaks for game day and Pelican employees during a scheduled shift are not guaranteed. In the event break time is granted while on the clock, employee may not eat or smoke while inside the gates. Smoking will only be permitted outside Gate 2, next to the trash dumpster, and only with authorized permission by your immediate supervisor to leave the park. Eating is only permitted once shift is over and employee has changed from uniform shirt to a different shirt. Please be aware cigarette smoke is considered offensive and toxic by most, and it is highly recommended that you refrain from before and during your shift.
Hey everybody, it's Deuce here. I'm here to cover about the animal stuff. Animals are prohibited from entering the ballpark with the exception of me, Deuce. If it's not a promo night for Bark in the Park, I'm the only dog allowed in here unless it's a guide dog.
Thanks, Deuce. Other things to cover. The ATM. There's an ATM located in the pro shop of the merchandise store. The Pro Shop is located on the first base side in the main concourse. Our autograph policy. Seeking autographs is an important part of the experience, and it's something that the Myrtle Beach Pelicans encourage. We must, however, ensure that the practice does not interfere with the safety of the players and the fans or distract our players. Fans wishing to seek autographs may do so before the managers meet at home plate prior to the game. They may want to wait along the first and third base line, but never too close to the dugout wells. Fans may only seek autographs in these areas as long as they're not interfering with seated fans. Employees are prohibited to seek autographs while working or in uniform. Baby changing areas. Baby changing tables are available in the family restrooms located on the first and the third base lines of the ballpark in the main concourse, as well as the suite level restrooms. Back gate access. Only authorized persons are permitted to enter through the fenced area behind the ballpark. There is a parking crew employee stationed at the entrance of the gate to verify proper credentials to enter this authorized area. Bags, chairs, and umbrellas. Any bag entering the ballpark may be searched at the bag search gates. Bag search gates are at the main gate 1 and 3. Pelicans personnel will not hold items not permitted into the ballpark, and either must be returned to the vehicle or disposed of. Chairs are not permitted of any kind, other than wheelchairs. Regular umbrellas are permitted as long as they don't interfere with any fans' viewing of the ball game. Beach umbrellas are not permitted. Birthday announcements. Guests can request a birthday announcement over the PA system. Guests may take the request to the guest services booth from any time the gates open until the end of the second inning. Requests made prior to the gates open should be made by calling or visiting the front office. The Myrtle Beach Pelicans will request a $10 fee, which will be donated to the American Cancer Society's Relay for Life. Also, we ask that the fans keep the messages short so we can get through as many birthday announcements as possible. Cameras. Handheld cameras are welcome into the ballpark, but tripods cannot be used. Cameras must not block any view of the guests at any time. Video reproduction is strictly prohibited without the written consent of the Myrtle Beach Pelicans. Catch on the field. Pre-game catch on the field is offered Sunday home games throughout the season, field conditions permitting. Catch begins 40 minutes prior to the game time and lasts approximately 20 minutes. Fans can enter the field from section 115 only after the Pelican representative instructs that it's safe to do so. Fans are responsible for bringing their own gloves and baseballs to the event. Dugouts. Any guests on top of the dugouts or on the playing field without proper authorization will be removed from the ballpark. Guests are not permitted to loiter in the areas next to the dugout. Fan interference. Fans are prohibited from interfering with the game of play. Any fan touching a ball that's still in play or impending with a player's opportunity to make a play will be subject from ejection from the ballpark. First aid. The City of Myrtle Beach Fire and Rescue provides all first aid and medical attention. The first aid station is located on the first base side next to the Pro Shop on the main concourse. Foul balls and thrown bats. Foul balls may be kept as a souvenir if they're hit into seating areas. Fans are not permitted onto the field or in restricted areas to retrieve balls. All bats that fly into the seats must be returned to the field of play. Baseball bats are the property of players and fans are not entitled to them as souvenirs. Giveaway policy. Giveaway days at the ballpark are exciting times. The Myrtle Beach Pelicans would like to give something to every fan, but this isn't always possible. Therefore, by following the giveaway policy, it will maximize the amount of giveaways that the fans receive and will also be a fair and safe way to handle these special days. There will be one giveaway per person per valid ticket. Giveaways will be distributed based on a published criteria to anyone holding a valid ticket upon entrance. Fans can have their hands stamped upon exit and may re-enter at the same gate with the same ticket, but will not receive another giveaway. Fans who would like more than one giveaway must get back in line and may receive another giveaway with another valid ticket. However, they cannot use the same ticket twice to receive additional giveaway items. There will be no saving or holding giveaway items for season ticket holders. Game day employees, including concession staff and volunteers, are not eligible for giveaways unless they have a purchased ticket to that game and are not working that night. The kid amusement area is located on the third base line overlooking the Pelican Beach en route to the Budweiser third inning deck. This area contains 3 large inflatable games. Tokens are sold for $1 and each game requires 1 token. Amusement wristbands can also be purchased. The kids amusement areas will be located around the ballpark at various locations. New to 2017 is the Bucket Bar, located down the third base line. Kids running the bases. Following every home game, all kids may run the bases. Kids enter the field on the first base side on the top of section 104 and exit near home plate, section 107. Fans are encouraged to proceed to the first base side after the completion of the game so that they do not disturb patrons sitting on those areas. kids are asked to only run the bases once, since time is often limited due to our other post-game events. Outside food and beverage cooler policy. According to Carolina League rules, no outside food or beverages are permitted in the Carolina League ballparks, with the exception of medical and infant reasons. Bag checker personnel and ticket takers are responsible for the enforcement. Radios and portable electronics. Handheld radios, portable televisions, tablets, laptops, and smartphones are welcome as long as they do not interfere with other guests' enjoyment of the game. Seating policy. For all seating, guests should sit only in the areas with a valid ticket. Guests may be asked to show their ticket stub at any time. Picnic tables and high-top tables may be reserved for a private party and will be noted as such with either signage or the area being roped off.
On behalf of Chuck Greenberg, the front office staff, the Chicago Cubs, and everybody associated with Pelicans baseball, I just want to say thank you for all you do to make the Pelicans who we are and the great community asset that we continue to be. We're tasked with running what is essentially a public trust, and the job that you do day in and day out makes all the difference in who we are, the success we have, and what we mean to the community. Thanks for being a part of Pelicans baseball.